What is going on, guys? It is GameStone here, and in this video I'll be talking about the game that happened last night. The Los Angeles Lakers taking on the Denver Nuggets in LA. Now keep in mind Denver is obviously in the playoff picture this year, and their record is 9-7 currently. So they're playing really good basketball this season, and we saw it all last season how good Denver was playing. But as you can see in the bottom right, we crushed them 127 to 109, scoring 70 points in the first half. Everything was clicking, but I'm just gonna go ahead and start talking about the Denver Nuggets. They obviously went without Jokic for a while because he got ejected. Paul Millsap was not in the game for a while, so their main two guys were not in the game. They still played like about 13 minutes each. Wilson Chandler with 17 doing what he does, and that's scoring. Gary Harris, though, scoring 20 points. Really good. He played really good yesterday. But when you don't have your two main players, it just takes a lot of firepower away from your team. And the Nuggets still managed to score over 100 points. So great job by the Nuggets. They did out rebound us by one, but when in terms of passing the ball, they did not get that many assists as a team collectively. So I think that was the story of the game. They did not shoot well from the field, shooting 43%. Their free throw 68%. And the three-pointer was 42%, which is pretty good. So, good effort by the Nuggets. Obviously, when you're going without Jokic, who's becoming a star in the league, he was the reason why the Nuggets were so close to making the playoffs. Paul Millsap, probably one of the most underrated players of all time. They acquired him during the offseason. It's been working out pretty well for the Nuggets. It's just unfortunate that they had to go without their two best players for a while. So, the Lakers took advantage, and, you know, I mean, yeah, when you just don't have your two best players, it's just really, really hard to win. Um, Jamal Murray, he didn't shoot well. He shot 2 of 11. Will Barton shot 5 of 11, which is okay. Moutier shot 2 of 9. So when I just take a look at it like that, the players that are supposed to step up in replacement of their two best players, if they're not playing well, you have no chance of winning. That's just how it is, and that's how it went. So the Lakers took advantage. They're up 70 to 48 at halftime, and there you see the final score. The Lakers never looked back, and that's what I'm proud about. I'm proud for them. Now I'm going to start talking about the LA Lakers because there's a lot to discuss about this win. Brandon Ingram, 13 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists. Had a 39% shooting night. I mean, he had some sparks here and there. He just did okay. He didn't shoot too well from the field, but he did everything else. He rebounded, he assisted. Collectively, as a team, we got 36 assists. That might be a team high throughout the season. So when we're moving around the ball, we are very hard to beat. We played very good defense in the first three quarters. Kind of slipped away in the fourth in terms of defense, but still overall good defensive effort. Our rebounding, we only got out rebounded by one. Our 3-point shooting was 38%. We made 12 threes. I think that was a huge factor of why we won. Free throws, though, need to step up. We shot 56% from the free throw. You're an NBA player. That should be the easiest shot for you. You need, as an NBA player, you need to make your free throws. Clarkson missed 3. Kuzma missed 2. Randle missed 1. Josh Hart missed 1. I'm going to get on their cases because they need to perfect what they did not do last night. And yeah, they did a lot of things good last night, but the free throw shooting was not one of them. They had 15 turnovers as opposed to the Denver's 21, so when you take a look at it like that, if you're getting less turnovers than the other team, you have a very good chance of winning the game. Kyle Kuzma doing what he does best. 17 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, shooting 64% from the field, 75% from the 3. Played a really good, consistent game. He took better shots, according to Luke Walton, though he did score 30 points and 10 rebounds last game against Phoenix. Luke Walton said he took better shots this time around, explains why he shot 64%. So that's good basketball from him. Brook Lopez put up the 21 points, only had 3 rebounds, 4 assists, had 2 blocks, so shooting 64% of the field. Made his threes. He did not overtake. He did not shoot too many threes, so he shot 3 of 5 from threes. So good job by him, just doing what he does best, and that's scoring. He's a scoring center. So if other people are carrying the rebounding load, we don't need Lopez to go down there and possibly get injured. Larry Nance is already injured, and I don't want Brook Lopez to go down either. If Brook Lopez goes down, we won't win games. That's just how it is, because at least he's a 7-footer. And if he goes out, all we have is Bogut. the only 7-footer that we have. So, yeah, we need to keep him healthy. But he played very efficient basketball. He had a plus minus of 8 in 22 minutes, so very good basketball by him. Caldwell Pope Caldwell Pope was probably the best defensive player we had other than Corey Brewer. He had 4 steals, 15 points, 5 rebounds, a few assists, shooting 46% from the field. Did take 9 threes though, and he only made 3 of them. And but he played a good defensive role, and that's what I want to see from Caldwell Pope. It's a huge reason why we picked him up. We also need to get rid of the money, but we spent a good chunk of money in Caldwell Pope, so he performed well for us, especially defensively. So great job by him. Lonzo Ball played 40 minutes of basketball, 11 points, 16 rebounds, 11 assists, 2 blocks, 39% of the field, and 25% of the 3. Now, I don't want to hear anything about his field goal percentage, about him shooting 5 of 13. This man went of a plus of minus of plus 29. He was facilitating the ball. He had 16 rebounds. Some centers can't even get up to 16 even if they wanted to. So when you see Lonzo Ball getting 16 rebounds, he's not a bust. He's not a bust. He just needs to have time. Every rookie needs time to develop, and Lonzo Ball's still developing. So great game by him. I don't want to hear no bust from anybody because he really is not a bust. If you want to talk about his scoring, he is not. I said this so many times in the previous videos. He's not signed up for his scoring. He's not signed up for his shooting. He's signed up to be a leader and to do pretty much everything. To pass, to facilitate, to spread the wealth around. He's supposed to do all that stuff, and he did a really good job. He pushed the tempo. The pace for the Lakers was very fast. I saw they got the ball. He was running, and then he made a pass to Josh Hart, and he did a nice layup. So things like that really helps the Lakers' confidence. Fast break. Pushing, they're young, they have fresh legs, so they did that, and they did a very good job with Lonzo Ball. Triple-double, I mean, come on. This man already has 2 triple-doubles, almost had 3 if you counted Phoenix. So when you take a look at it like that, we're only 17 games in this first season of his, and he already has almost 3 triple-doubles. So this man is not a bust. He needs time to develop. He is averaging 9.7 rebounds, 7 assists. So other than his shooting, I think he's doing pretty well for the most part. So let's just hope that he can shoot better in the future games. One man I do want to talk about is Julius Randle. In 32 minutes of play, he played very efficient with a plus-minus of 27, 24.7 rebounds, 5 assists. He was attacking the paint constantly. He made his three-pointer. He was just doing it all. I mean, he was playing great overall. Defensively, offensively, he just came off the bench. Now, he came off the bench scoring 24. Now, are the Lakers going to keep him? I don't know. I'm not for sure yet. So, we'll just have to wait and see what the Lakers do with Randle because I'm not sure if he's going to stay. I don't know if he wants to come off the bench. He has a young, promising career, so maybe he might want to take his talent somewhere else, and maybe Magic Johnson might say, okay, we need to get rid of him so we don't get nothing for him. So we might trade him for like a pick. I don't know what we're going to do with Julius Randle. That's for the front office to decide, but for now, Julius Randle is a Laker, and he's playing good as a Laker. 24 points. Off the bench. Very consistent basketball. That's something we did not see too often in last season. But as you could see, with Lonzo Ball as a point guard and their new driving in system, running, fast-paced basketball, you could see how much of an effect it puts on Julius Randle. Very, very good and efficient basketball from Julius Randle. Jordan Clarkson, possible 6th man of the year. Now, I'm hearing a lot of people saying that he's not even in talks for it because the Lakers don't have a winning record. Lou Williams last year was the 6th man of the year candidate, and we did not have a good record that year until he got traded to the Houston Rockets. I think Jordan Clarkson can be 6th man of the year. He put up 18 points, shooting 58% from the field. He is averaging 15 points this game. This year. He's shooting 50% from the field. So, he was our leading scorer in terms of averages up to, this point. I think someone like Kuzma might have taken over, something like that. So, great job by Jordan Clarkson. He's been playing consistent all year. He might have had 1 or 2 bad games this year out of the 17, but for the most part, he's been playing great basketball. So I'm very proud of this Laker team so far. I mean, everybody's been playing good. If anything, I guess I can say we could lower the turnovers. I think 15 is a decent amount, but we could always lower it. We can always get better for next game. Corey Brewer, though, he didn't have the best. He only shot 1 of 3, right? But that's not what he was brought for. He was brought for his defense, and as you can see, 4 steals. He was hustling all over the place, contesting shots all over, stealing the ball. He and Caldwell Pope were the 2 best defensive players on our team yesterday. So very good job of Corey Brewer doing what he does in his time, 15 minutes, 4 steals. That's really good, efficient basketball by Corey Brewer. Josh Hart, he had 12 minutes, only had a basket, but you know what? He's gonna get better. That's all I can say. Andrew Bogut only played 2 minutes, but he scored 2 points, a rebound. So pretty much the point I'm trying to make is that everybody that played had an impact. Only 2 players had a plus minus of a negative. So it's Caldwell Pope and Ivica Zubac, who had -2 each. But everyone else had a positive. So that just shows how efficient the Lakers were playing. That shows how much they improved from last game. I mean, come on, they lost to the Suns. You guys realize how pissed off I was after that game. But great job by the Lakers. It's a great bounce back because the Nuggets are a playoff contending team in the West. So when you beat a team like that, I mean, they beat the Memphis Grizzlies, they beat the Denver Nuggets. So they could have beat the Portland Trailblazers. So the Lakers, they're playing like a playoff team, at least for now. I can't say they will be a playoff team, but they need to start winning because the 8th seed is starting to climb away a little bit in the standings. We're 7-10, and the 8th seed is 7-8. Not too much of a difference, but Oklahoma City, I'm confident they'll make the playoffs. They're not in the playoff picture yet, so we just have to hope for New Orleans or Portland or Denver to screw up so we can make the playoffs, but it's very unlikely they will. But all I want to see this season is improvement. And maybe we can attract some free agents like Paul George or even DeMarcus Cousins. I'm not saying we're going to get them for sure, but it's always a possibility when we're playing good basketball. I mean, look at the situation in New Orleans. Are they, they're 8-8. They're better than last year, but do they really have young pieces like we do? All they have pretty much is Drew Holiday, DeMarcus Anthony Davis. I don't think that's going to compete in the West, So that's all I have to say for this video. If you guys enjoyed it, drop a like, comment down below what you guys' thoughts were on this Laker-Nugget game. I'm just excited. As a Laker fan, you want to see improvement, and it's finally time for us to bounce back, and hopefully we can get on a winning streak. I mean, next game we're versus the Chicago Bulls. I don't see why we can't win that game. So if you guys enjoyed this video, drop a like, comment down below what you guys' thoughts were if you're a Laker or a Nugget fan or just in general an NBA fan, and please subscribe more. Alright guys, see you guys next game. Peace out.